Hello and welcome back. It's the final show of Thursday, the final show of November, so it's our final November Reloaded show. Well, I hope you've had a lovely day. What have you been doing? Have you done some lovely crafting? Have you been sorting out your craft room? Or have you been doing Christmas stuff? I mean, yeah, it's getting to that time of year, isn't it? Well, I hope whatever it is you've been doing today, you've been having an absolutely fantastic day and that you've been keeping warm and safe and dry and, you know, and everything's good where you are. So we are ready for our final show. We have now got Susie on the socials. So if you are commenting on the socials, it'll be our lovely Susie that is sending your comments over. So as we said before, please keep sending your comments over. If you bought anything that we show you tonight and you've got any questions about it, then please send them over. If there's something you're thinking about and you think, oh, I'm not sure, I just need to ask a question, then please do it and I'll fire them over to Jan and I'm sure she'll be able to answer them for you. Talking to Jan, good evening, Jan. Are you ready and raring to go?
Yes, I am. I'm raring to go. We've got some fabulous deals again. We're going to recap maybe one or two that we've done during the day. So I've got my goggles at the ready so that I can read the screen. I've left those out.
Good.
And we had a sneaky peek outside and it's not actually got massively worse, has it? So I think we're going to be all right driving back tonight.
Yes.
Yes. Unless there's anything drastic in the next 2 hours. Yeah. I'll try not to tempt fate.
We were concerned that Johnny was going to tell us it was time to go home and we weren't going to get to finish, but we are, because it's okay. It looks like it's all right. We're both going home on main roads, aren't we?
Yes.
So we're all right.
Yes, straight down the motorway, so it should be okay. Just avoid the gritting wagon. You're splattered in it.
And not only is it the last show of November, not only is it the last November Reloaded show, not only is it the last show of Thursday, it is actually our Charlotte's last ever show.
I know.
No, Charlotte, that wasn't the right answer. She's excited for her new career. There we go, let's just say, there we go. She is very sad. She is very sad, but she's also very excited as well. She's going to miss everyone, she says. So if you've got any messages for Charlotte, then please send them in. I'll read them out and she can hear them all too. So yeah, and it's still Dean in the gallery with her, and Julia is still getting all the things ready.
I've got my umbrella out ready.
Yeah, you ready? Somebody's just sent Julia the clip. Julia was convinced when she brought Jan the water in that we were on VT. She honestly didn't think we were live. She thought we were on VT, hence why she did the pretend throw the water, but actually really threw the water and came on camera because she thought we were on VT. Dear. She was horrified, and then someone just sent her the video showing her, yeah, you just threw water over Jan on live on TV. But there you go. There we go. Susie says, our Susie on social says, Nana Jan, excited to see you. Both of you ladies are looking beautiful tonight. Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you, Susie. Bless. That is a very nice thing to say. Right, Susie will send the comments over. Please don't be shy. Please make sure they come through. I want to show you this one first. We did have a quick look at this earlier on today in our wake-up call, if I remember rightly. It is our Black Friday mystery box. Not so mystery because I'm going to show you. But I love this because it's clearly been thought through. So if I start with gilding flakes, who doesn't love gilding flakes? This is our patina with sun glow, rich copper and verdigris in there. So you're going to get those gorgeous colours. I love these three. These three are three that work really well if you just save up all the little odd bits and then use them together. Yeah. Look absolutely perfect. Now if you've got your gilding flakes, perhaps this is your first foray into gilding flakes and you're like, how do I stick them down? How do I use them? How do I burnish them? Well, red liner is a brilliant way to stick your gilding flakes down, but another way is, if I have something over there, is to use our gilding flakes toolkit. So we're going to include that in this box as well. So you've got the glue, the pad, which you can then put the glue onto to stamp if you want to, and you've got 3 of the little burnishing sponges as well to make it, you know, to buff it all up and to get all the excess off. Talking to Mr. Laird, I just saw him walk past the window a minute ago. The edge crimpler. See, there we are. Crimpler. The edge crimper. So you've got that, which, Jen, you use that with your, was it sunflower? The
sunflower one, yeah. I love using those on the edges, yeah. Yep.
We've got our Duet ink pad in lemon meringue. Absolutely gorgeous. Hybrid ink pads. They are water-based and they react with it. They're absolutely brilliant. You can do all your different techniques with those. Lovely, lovely colour. So this is from Scrap Rack. So these are small closures and tabs. You've got 40 sheets and your pop-up dispenser. They call them the shut your flaps. So there you go, those are the little ones, and they're going to be able to mark all your pages and put all your little tags on everything. You've also got your tassels from the Venetian Grace. Beautiful colours in there. You've got your pinks, your corals, your 2 shades of blues, your oranges, and your sort of tealy greens as well. Really gorgeous. They're going to go with so many different collections. Then I'm going to come to these bits next. So then you have got your storage box and some magnetic sheets. Now these aren't the magnetic sheets that specifically go with this, but they're going to be a brilliant way to store. Now what does this say? This does say metal dies. So it's the magnetic ones that you can store your dies on as well, and if you want to put them in the box. So I love this box, gorgeous way. You know, that cassette size, I'm just seeing if it says on here, it is 7 inches wide by 9 1/4 high and 1 1/4 deep. So it's a nice, good size. It's much bigger than like your DVD cases, which you sometimes see. The other bit that I want to show you is your metallic paint markers in your molten copper. Beautiful there. So you've got the 3 size nibs. You've got the 0.7, which is your lovely fine, your 0.3, which is your fine, and your chisel at 4mm. So you've got all 3 of those nibs there. And you hear, if I give it a shake, you can hear all the, mica running around in there. Then we've got loads and loads of stamps and dies and things in here. We've got Boy Gnome, or Gnome Boy, from our garden gnomes, and all his accessories, his stencils and his dies. We've got Your Friendship Means the World to Me, in a gorgeous die, and does that include a separate mat layer? Yes, it does. Pre-die cuts, you've got your ornate lace panels. There's 24 die cuts in total in there, 12 of the large, 12 of the small, all pre-cut, so you don't have to do anything. Ink them, use them as stencils, use them as they are. Brilliant for your shabby chic, your scrapbooks, look lovely. Blessed to Have You is our shadow stamp, so I love that. And then the Blessed is a die. And then you've got your swirled butterflies, 2 lovely butterflies. What do we say? If in doubt, stick a butterfly on it. Hello Friend is our next one. I've never seen that, and I do like that. I like the dimensions and the proportions. In your mini dies, we've got the pets, we've got the baby, and we've got the dragonfly. Now, all of that together, if you were to buy all of these dies, stamps, storage, pens, tassels, accessories, gilding flakes, kits, crimplers, if you were to buy all of this individually, you'll be spending £139 or $174, nearly $175 in fact. Not today, £40, $50. If you're platinum, £32, $40. Absolute bargain. There are so many elements in here. Some great things to stock up on, even if you've had them before, things like your gilding flakes, pens you never have enough of. We're always needing storage, ink pads, you never have enough ink pads, and then you've got all of your stamps and dies and things like that. If you've already got them, share them out, share the love, but for £32 or $40, I mean, it's just too good to be missed. So that is our Black Friday mystery box. Okay, now I showed the metallic paint markers. You've got some different paint markers. I have. I've got the acrylic paint markers, and we've got a set of 4 of these, so you get 16 pens in total. If I just spread those out, you can see that beautiful rainbow of colours. So we've got the Essentials collection, which has got the black and white and the gold and silver, and I'll show you one of these in a second on the cardstock. We've got the Jewel collection. See those lovely sort of rich tones there. We've got the Brights, primary colours, and your green one in there, and then you've got pastels. So a whole array of these, and these are actually acrylic paint in a marker. They've got a really nice thick bullet nib on them, and I'm actually going to take the white one out because in my opinion this is one of the best white paint markers I've come across. So if you like doing your highlights on things like that, absolutely perfect. So they have got that large 3mm bullet nib on,
And when they come to you, they will need priming, okay? So when they come to you, the nibs won't be coloured. Obviously that one was white, it wasn't a good one to show you, but you can see here that these have been used and it's got the gold ink in the nib. So when this actually comes to you, it will be white. And all you need to do is literally give it a good shake to start off with. I can't hear anything in there at the minute, so I know that that acrylic paint has sort of settled while it's being stood. Once that mixes slightly, you'll be able to hear, there we go, the little ball bearing in there, the little mixer ball. And you just need to agitate the paint and make sure that it's all mixed in properly. All right, so once you can hear that mixer ball...
You couldn't hear that at all, could you?
No, as I say, the paint will settle in the pen where it's been laid. So whether it's upright or whether it's on its side, it will settle. But you can hear that now going to mix it all up. And then when they come to you, all you need to do is just give them a press down. So literally just push the nib down and keep doing that repeatedly, and you'll see the ink start to flow through the pen. Yeah. And once you've got that going, you can see the more that you actually press down, the more you've got that paint marker coming through. They've also got a little window on there so you can see how much ink you've got left in them as well. You can just see at the bottom there, they've all got that. And these are actually coming to you today, again, massive, over a 30% saving. So they normally retail at £31.96 and they're on offer for £22 today for all 4 packs. You don't have to choose one of them. This is all 4 of them. They normally retail at nearly $44 and they're on at $30 today on our sale price. And then again, if you're platinum, you can see those down at the bottom. Okay, so just down there, got the right way today. But what I wanted to just show you, I can give you a quick flick through the colours. So you can see the Essentials collection's got that white in, and you've got the black, the silver and the gold. This one's been very, very popular. We've got those lovely jewel colours, and you get that nice, again, almost like chalky finish on them as well, with it being acrylic paint. You've also got the primary set, and you've got the pastel set there. Now these are water-based acrylic paints, so the minute I mention water-based, you've got that playing along with all the others again. So, you know, these can mix and match with other things. One of the things...
Oh, right, just a minute. Your mic... Oh! Your
Am I
microphone...
there? It's back. So I blame it on the weather. Blame it on the weather. So yeah, just give it that shake, just to agitate that paint, okay? And then again, if we can get this one going, just look at the level of white.
Oh,
in
wow.
That one. I know that's on black card, but if you like to do your colouring and pop those white highlights in, it is absolutely brilliant for going over the top of your inks and things. If you like to do your lettering, you know, you can literally, honestly, and again, I think one of the things that we all demoed when these first came out was the pebble painting, which is very, very popular, particularly to the extent of there are people actually on social media that actually do the pebbles and leave them out for people to find. And then the idea is that you take a photo with it and you repost it on social media and then you hide it again. My Toby loves it when we're at the coast because the people do it up there. So yes, this will go onto lots and lots of different mediums. So it's not just for cardstock. It goes straight onto things like MDF, onto glass. Obviously, it's not dishwasher safe. It is a decorative element when you put it on things like glass, if you put it on glasses or glass vases or anything like that, glass plates. It will also go on fabric as well. So just to give you a little bit of an idea, I've just pulled out some of the samples. So you can see creating your own designs with this. So we've used that kind of watercolour technique in the background with them, where we've diluted them with water. Overlaid, we've used them on a stamp. So we've got the moon behind there where we've put the colour. So I would put the colour out onto my mat and then put the stamp into it to pick it up. And then you can see where we've just used it to create our own design. Again, you know, you might want to stamp and colour with them. You can see that lovely background in the back. And as I say, you've got that nice kind of chalky finish there in the background with them. Again, this one's straight onto canvas. So again, it's just on a canvas piece. We've just literally washed the colours on with a paintbrush and then used it to accent with. Again, using it, this one's been done on a piece of denim and we've put that rainbow in there.
Wow, that looks good, doesn't it?
And then again, you know, on canvas, just to create that little pencil case. So lots and lots of different mediums for them. So if you like your mixed media, they're a nice introduction to sort of mixed media by adding another medium. We've talked about the fact that it is just mixing your medium. So by adding acrylic paint in, it may be for colouring, it may be for accenting, it might be doing for some of those techniques on fabrics. But yeah, what a fantastic offer today at just £22 or $30 on that sale price.
Yeah, that really, really is brilliant price, and I think you're going to love those. Quickly go through some of the comments before sometimes I forget and then I get a massive queue. We've got Polly in again from Blountstown, Florida. Hello again, she says. Mary Beth Dawes says, good afternoon, everyone joining from Minnesota. Well, good afternoon, Mary Beth. Stephanie says, hello again, Corrine Jan, Susie, CTV team and friends from New Jersey. We say hello. Lynn Morton just up the road saying good evening. Good evening and hello again, Corrine, Jan, Team Social and all the CTV team from Newcastle. Elizabeth Red says, good afternoon, everyone from Suffolk. Well, good afternoon. Phil Watson is watching, good evening all. And then Pat, sending you lots of gentle hugs, Pat. She says, good afternoon to everyone from New Jersey. First time I've had time to watch any shows today. Been a stressful day here, so I'm taking some me time right now. Well, I hope whatever's been causing you stress is now being sorted and that, yes, you can have a little bit of peaceful time this afternoon and enjoy the shows. It's the last show of the day. It's our Charlotte's last show and it's the last show of November, so enjoy. We've also got Jane Adams in saying, hi, everyone from Las Vegas. There we go. So, yeah. Comments will keep coming through. Now, I want to show you these. Now, I showed you these, was it at the end of Wake Up Call? I forget now. And we had about 2 minutes to do this. It was just to the very end, going the wrong way, very end of the show. So I'm going to go a little bit longer on these. So you're going to get all 3 of these. These are our most recent tote bags. They're in a limited edition print, our Raspberry Cheetah. I use these all the time. I've emptied out my old one and done this. Now, can I just say, I've been here 18 months and I emptied out my original Crafter's Companion tote bag, and apart from the bits in the bottom, it was still brand new. You wouldn't have, it had showed no signs of wear or tear whatsoever. These are absolutely fantastic. You've got the reinforced bottom, you've got pockets all along the sides and the ends. Then the opposite end, length, you have got a zip pocket, brilliant for all your little bits. I put things like my twine in there, your invisible thread. You can put your keys and your purse or your phone in there if you're travelling around with it. And then you've got your compartments. Now, all of these will pop out. So if you want one large compartment, you can do it that way. If you want a larger one and a smaller one, you can. You can mix and match them however you want. So if I wanted, all longer compartments, they would go like that. I could even take that out, so I could have one large and one small. There are so many combinations you can have these. Now, obviously, we're selling you this as a craft bag, a craft tote, but it's entirely up to you how you use these. This could be all your beauty products. It could be a baby changer bag. It could be, if you're a mobile hairdresser, it could be all your hair products. It could be, you could have all your model making tools in here. You could have it in the cupboard as a little tool box if you wanted, if you just got a new home recently and you wanted a few bits and pieces like fuses and hammers and screwdrivers and I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't. But perhaps, I'm sure there's bits. I've got a junk drawer at home that would look a lot nicer in a bag. So that's your deluxe tote. Oh, and as I said before, if you put something like A4 in there, you can still get your arm through, which I think is really, really important. Then you've got your portable tote. Is that the right word? I'm waiting for Ardeen to confirm. I hope. Portable tote, there you go, that's this one. Now, I love this. The handle on here is super, super comfy. It is collapsible. Get it the right way around, Corrine. So when it's not in use, I've took my little tab, there it is. You can collapse it down. That's probably how it'll arrive with you. Then you open it out, pop those down, and then you can put that again. If you only want 2 larger compartments, you can. If you want to divide that one off, you can as well. You've got pockets on the front. Same with the deluxe tote. They've all got the binding round the side. They can't stretch. I can get 3 tape pens nicely in here and they hold really, really firm. If you want a bottle of glue in, you know it's not going to tip out. Really, really useful. Oh, and you've got this elastic all across there for your pens, your paintbrushes, everything that you might want. So it's all to hand. Again, I'm telling you how you can use it as a craft bag, but I'm sure you can think of other uses. If you are a makeup artist, it would be brilliant for that. You'd have all your makeup brushes in there. There's so many different ones. Then, and breathe, you've got your desk tote as well. So this is your smaller one. It comes flat packed, and I love this. So when it's not in use, pop it down, and then it's totally flat to pop away. When you want it out, open it back out, do the zip across the bottom, turn it over and put your base back in. I'm going to put the base in that way round, away from there. Now you've got all your little pockets around the edge, again all nicely reinforced. You know they're not going to stretch. You've got a little velcroed one there. Then you've got 4 little compartments. I don't know if you can see because it's black on black, but I've got my hand in the little ones. They're open bottomed, but they're good for like standing glue bottles on and things. Those things don't roll around. So that is your desk tote as well. So you're going to get 1, 2 and your 3rd bag. All 3 for £60, $70, sorry. That is a £27 near enough saving, nearly a $33 saving. So that is a massive, massive saving. Even better saving here, platinum price, £48, $56. I just love this pattern. Is so up my street. I just love it. You'll be seeing me whenever I'm out and about, whether I'm here, hobby maker or wherever. I will be using this for the foreseeable future. I don't know what patterns they will bring out next time, but for now, this is the one I'll be using because I absolutely love it. And I especially love that platinum price, £48, $56. There you go.
They are fabulous, aren't they?
They are.
I love the print on them and the fact that the pink speaks for it all, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah? So we're back again now then with one of our not so mystery bags, because we did have a quick look through it earlier if you were watching at 3 p.m. So this one's our creator card Black Friday gift bag. So this is actually full of metalwork in this one, and when you look at that price, I just want to point that out before we start. We've got 9 dies in here, some of them quite large, and all that metal. We always say that the metal's the bit that costs the money. When you look at that price of £35 or $45, you'll be amazed at what's in here. And then even less when you take it down to that platinum price of £28 and $36. So I'm going to start at the back with the big one. And again, this is one of our 3-in-1. You can just see on the front there, you've got 3 different ways to use the die. So again, you can actually cut in and create that main focal point into your card. You can cut the border on its own into the card and maybe just have, you know, a sentiment in the middle of it if you wish. Or they've been designed to work together, so you get that 3rd option there for the main focal point with the border around the outside. So again, absolutely massive. 5 by 7 inch in size. You can see there, you know, the value for money already. So that was number 1. Number 2, we've got one of our interchangeable seams. So again, you have got 2 external layers. You can just see the metalwork pictured here. And these are intended to layer up over the top of each other to give you that sort of depth and perspective again. And then you've got the little accessory pieces. You've got a flamingo in there. You've got the little parrot in there, some foliage in there. But all that metalwork, 12 pieces in that one, which creates, if I remember rightly, yeah, about 4 inches square. So nice to put on the front of a card for that one. Next one, again, a favourite of mine. There were 2 of these in this collection. We've actually popped Chantilly in the collection for you today. But again, nice size, 5 by 7. So you've got a card front there, which is what our creator cards are all about. Means that you don't actually have to do an awful lot else to it. These look great just cut in plain cardstock and inked, or you can cut them in your luxury cardstock. Makes a nice backing snip into them. You don't have to use the whole thing in a background. So that one's in there as well. We have also got 2 of our colourable creator cards. So these are from the same range. And the idea behind these, if we just have a look at the the floral one first. So this one is actually Scent with Love, okay? And then we've got Beautiful Branches. Same concept, so you can see the metal work here cuts out the shapes. So we've got that one and we've got the tree there at the bottom. And then you can stamp into that shape and then add your colouring medium of choice, whether that's alcohol or watercolour or inks, however you want to do it. And you've got a mixture of both stamps and dies in those two. Haven't finished yet. We've also got one from our Colour Your World collection. This was really popular when this collection launched, and as I said earlier, absolutely beautiful if you like paper piecing. So again, that one is almost 5x7, and it has an external cutting edge again, so that you can either cut in or cut out of your card. And then I've got 3 more left. I have got those lovely frames there. So this one is Pretty Petals. And again, if I turn it round, you can see a little bit better there how that cuts out. Okay, and then you've got the necessary dies to cut the different layers to layer them up. We've also got one of our dual panelled ones. So this has actually got 4 elements in. You've got 2 different designs in here. So again, you can mix and match them like you see on the imagery there on the photo. You can use 2 of the same kind. You could use 2 of one and 1 of the other to make that triptych design. Again, colouring them, inking them, gilding wax, however you want to use them. And then finally, number 9, we've actually got one of our ornate pop-out nesting dies there. Absolutely gorgeous design there. It reminds me, just looking at it there, of almost like a really elaborate lock. I'm just thinking a nice key, metal key down the centre of it. It would look like a lock and key on there, wouldn't it? So 9 in total. I don't think we've counted up the elements in there, have we? 2, 14, 15, 15, 24, 24, 32, 34, 39, 43, 48 elements in there. 48 elements for £35 or $45 on our sale price today. You're saving, look at that saving, absolutely phenomenal. Saving £96.91 or $110.75. So you're paying way, way less than what you're actually, well, saving a heck of a lot more there than what you're paying. Fabulous. Create a card, Black Friday, no longer a mystery bag.
It's not a mystery bag
any longer.
I don't know why they call them mystery bags, but they do, don't they? Create a card Black Friday bag, so you know what you're going to get. Mary Pat 1000 says, good morning again, everyone from sunny Montana. Oh, showing off sunny Montana. At least it's not snowing anymore here. It could be a little bit slippy if it starts to freeze. Caroline F, who calls herself Crafty Chimp, says, evening all from a very chilly south coast UK. Yeah, Jen and I popped out to put some stuff in our car so that we can make a quick getaway. It was very, very cold. Very, very cold. There we go. Now, this is lovely. I love this, that when we show you things on here, you then come on and give us your opinions about them, because we're going to wax lyrical about them all day, aren't we? We're always going to say lovely, positive things. You don't have to, but you do. You Expressions by Candy. Candy, who did those beautiful those pictures earlier. I know you've heard me say this a million times, but this particular bag, that was the larger, where have I put it? Oh, I put it over there. The larger tote, says, is so awesome to put your craft essentials in, to take with you to the relatives' houses you go to a lot. You have what you need. There you go. Yeah, it's almost like a portable craft room in a tote, isn't it? Thank you, Candy. I'm really glad you said that. Really appreciate that. And Claire Robinson says, I just received this bag yesterday and absolutely love it. I plan to use it for my work tools, such as a measuring tape, my hammer, etc. She said it better than I did. I tried to say use it as a work bag, but I didn't get it as well as that. So thank you, Claire. Really appreciate that. That's what's so important. Like I say, we're going to say lovely, positive things, but we do love the products. But to hear it from yourselves who have paid good money for them, you know, to still love them, that's brilliant. Now, I have got a Black Friday Spectrum Noir bag. So everything in here is Spectrum Noir branded. You know the quality of our Spectrum Noirs. So first of all, you've got your metallic flip markers. So they come in. So how these work is the colour appears in different ways. So if we look at Comet, it comes from a pink to a purple. I don't know how far you can see. The next one you can see it better. Oh, that word again. They were laughing at me at nebula. I call it nebula. I read something out. We had a nebula. We had it on an ink pad or something, and I called it's nebula. I think that's
I
right.
would have called it nebula.
Was it nebula, or did I get it the wrong way round? Maybe I got it that way round.
I would have pronounced it nebula.
I know.
It's to
Or
do
did
with
I
the
say
skies,
nebula? I might have
isn't
said
it?
nebula, and they said it was nebula. Maybe it was that way round. You see, I forget. But if you look at that one, you can see it goes from the purple to that lovely pen in one pen. So when you write it down and then you just tilt it, you'll see the ink goes in those two ways. Then you've got the Eclipse, which is black into purple. You've got Cosmos, is that Cosmos, yes, which is blue to green. You've got Galaxy, which is purple to blue, and Luna, which is like a silver to a white. Really, really clever. You get all 6 of those. Sorry. You get your tri-blend pens in your exotic. So you've got the 6 pens, which is 18 colours, remember, alcohol pens. You've got your molten copper, your metallic markers. Again, remember, these are going to go on all sorts of materials. It says almost every surface, and you've got the different width lines in those. So glass, plastic, again, your pebble, your wood, your fabric, your card, all those things. So let it dry, and then it'll work on there. You've also got, now these are your silver shimmer ones. So the ones we released this year were our gold. So these were the previous one. So when you look at this and you give it a little twist, this is Frosty Mint. The shimmer is going to be in silver, but I do love those. And Parakeet as well in our opaque pigment, which you can blend, and you can always also do your heat embossing. Now there is a total of £56.95 worth of products there, or $79.95, but you're going to get those today for £35 or $45, unless you're platinum, and then basically it's half price, £28, $36. Well, it's better than half price if you're in the US, and it's just about half price if you're in the UK. So make sure you pop those in. But they're all consumables. So you might say, I've got some of those, I've had some of those, but remember, they're consumables, so they will run out eventually, and this is the perfect opportunity to top up on some spares. Oh, wow. Great deal, says Mary Pat 1000, and seeing as that came through 2 minutes ago, I think she's talking about your bag, Jan. Caroline F says, looking forward to having next week off work. Oh, lucky you. Does that mean you have to work over Christmas? I hope not. And Stephanie Theodore says, I love the metallic pens. Well, perfect way to stock up then, Stephanie, in your Spectrum Noir goodie bag. So there we are. You've got a Christmas... Oh, I like your elf.
It was made by the elves, it says. Yeah, he's lovely, isn't he? Don't get the bag, unfortunately, but we do get the contents, all right? So again, we've retained some of those Black Friday deals. Can't believe that was only last week. It seems ages ago now, but it was literally only last week. But this one's full of goodies again, and I'm just going to talk you through them. So first one being one of those lovely 8x8 stencils. 3 pieces in there. If I flick this round, you can see that there's the master stencil there at 8-inch square. You've got that lovely border die, and then you've got your focal element, which in this case is that nice little bow. If I turn it round the right way, you can just see the little bow there. So these will work with your glitter pastes. They will work with inks. So again, lots of different ways of using them. If you use your aqua pens with the glycerin, you could actually push those through the stencil. And again, you know, we make those decorative elements. So that is number 1. We've also got one of the pop-out elements. So this is actually a twist and pop metal element that you can cut out, and you can just see in the imagery here that when you open your card, this element will pop up inside the card, but you've got that little trio of presents there in that one. We have also got the Village of Light, which is from our Scenes of Light range. So again, this allows you to create that perspective in your designs, whether it's in like a diorama card, whether it's in one of those little squashy box cards, or if you just simply want to cut the layers and layer them up against each other. Again, if I flip this round, you can see those dies across here. Just cut them out, colour them in, or cut them out of coloured card, layer them up, and you've got odd sentiments in there as well. We've also, in this one, got one of our stamp and die sets. Absolutely love the whole of this range, but this one is my favourite out of that range. So again, we have got Winter Blessings, and it's got that lovely Christmas rose on the front of it. But again, we were talking about this the other day. If you coloured this in red, it could be a poinsettia. You know, you could colour it in more sort of like pinks. It could be like cherry blossom. It could be whatever you want it to be. Just because it's got that Christmas sentiment with it doesn't mean that you have to use them at Christmas time. Just be thinking outside the box. Again, we've got woodland embellishments. So again, lots of stamps and metalwork, 12 different elements in here. So you've got the stamps and then the metal to cut them out, including, if I just turn it round, that lovely stag on this one, which I think is a really nice one for Christmas, or I don't know why I always seem to associate the stags with a retirement card. Again, those lovely sentiments there. So this one's warm winter wishes. Is warm winter wishes? Warm Christmas wishes. My apologies. But it's all cut out in the shape of the little snowman, and then you get the outline one to cut the mat to go behind it, so you can put a contrasting colour with it if you wish. You can set it, you can see the one in the imagery is on a white background. It's been cut out of colours, recut it a second time and layer that sentiment on top. Good fun to play with. We've also got from the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, we have got Stockings by the Fire. So again, stamp set there with that lovely Christmas tree. You've got the corner piece of the mantle, stockings to hang on the tree, all the little embellishments in there. And then we've got Merry and Bright, which is from our Frosty and Bright collection. So this is a metal die it's an edgeable die. So again, cut your card to size and then place this across the top. The Merry cuts out and stands proud. The and Bright cuts into the card. So really nice sort of finish. Again, you wouldn't need much on the bottom of here to just jazz that up as a Christmas card. And then finally, we have got that lovely topper pad. So again, 12 days of Christmas, and in here you've got so much going on, 36 pieces in here, and you can see that you've got all these lovely cut out toppers. You just need to cut round them with your scissors in this instance. You've got some sentiments in there, and then as you get closer to the front, we actually get a section at the front of the topper pad from here onwards that's got all the little 12 days of Christmas icons, and these are already die cut for you, so you literally just pop them out of the card and you've got them there to accent, along with a little bit of poinsettias and snowflakes in there. So absolutely stunning. Again, what a wodge of stuff, you know, and it literally £35, $45, but look at those platinum prices again. If you are on that Club Inspire and you're at your platinum level, the least that you'll pay today then is £28 or $36. So yeah, absolutely jam-packed with goodies. And like Corrine said earlier, you know, if you have some of these, you can always gift them out. I always think these kinds of things are brilliant if you run craft classes, because you're getting a lovely mixture of things that you can then share around a class if you're doing craft classes with people. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Christmas Black Friday bag, or a Black Christmas crafty bag if you listen to Ardeen in my ear. it was a Black Christmas. I'm like, this is going in the wrong direction.
Well, thank you for that. I was just trying to work out how many toppers there probably are in that pad. There's going to be well over 200 toppers in there.
Yeah,
at least 200, maybe 250 toppers in there. It's jam-packed full, isn't it? Now, I've got a different Black Friday bag. This is your stamp and die one. So for each of these, you've got stamps and dies. Now, can I just say, in here are 13 different packs. Within these 13 packs are 99 elements. I've just counted them up. 99 different elements for £35, $45. If you're platinum, £28, $36. It's less than, what's that work it out? Is that 30p? It's 10 would be £3. Yeah, less than 30p per element in here. Right, so the first one you got is Thinking of You. So this is our drop, like our shadow stamps. You get your shadow stamps doing the two background colours, and then you get your die to cut out the one on the top. These are ones where I would recommend you use your quick dry inks every single time. Work absolutely perfect with that. Then you've got your balloon sentiments. So you've got the die is going to cut out the shape, then you can stamp your love on the balloon shapes on there. Then you've got the with, I, lots of, and you to make lots of sentiments. So you've got those. So again, you've got 6 elements in there. You've got 14 elements in here, which is your everyday phrases, and you're going to get all of the sentiments and the banners as well. You can see them all, oops, down there, look, all of those. Then I love this one. So what you're going to get is you're going to get the thanks, and you're going to get the lovely stamp that cuts this, stamps this. Then you get the die that cuts the word thanks out. Because it's a solid die, it's one where I definitely say cut first, because it's almost impossible to line up. Cut first, you maybe use a little piece of, little bit of your dotty tape pen to hold it down, use it in your stamping platform and stamp over. Then you can raise that up, and behind it you use all the extra little stamps that you can see. They're tiny, but believe me, they're there, and the sentiments to make your collage or your scene. So that's a total of 6 in there. Another 6-piece element is your stamp and die from Bell Countryside, and it's the grande frame. So again, this is one where you'll cut out your piece of card, and then you can stamp your frame onto that, and you've got all the accessories. You've got the stamp and die set from our zigzag cards, which is Once Upon a Time. So the die is the elements that are going to cut the scene, zigzag into your card, and then the stamps are all the sentiment. I said before, and I stand by it, this is one of a really useful go-to. Many congratulations, originally from our confetti pop-up boxes, but just really, really useful sentiments, icons, and the corresponding dies to go with that. You're getting 31 elements in there, 31. 12 elements in your twirling duck. Doesn't have to be a twirling one, you can use it for your scene buildings, but you also get the die to cut the aperture, which is an egg. Little cherub from our Venetian Grace, which is the stamp for the image and the die to go with it. Shape shaker cards, Hello Beautiful, which is the gorgeous butterfly. So you can be making shape shaker cards, or you can just use it for anything where you want a lovely butterfly. Hello You is our fancy sentiments. So you've got that. So hello is cut out in paint card, stamp over there, and then you've got your you separate as a stamp. And then we've got 2 of these. What was the name of the collection these came from, Jan? Can you remember? Where it cuts like the centre of your card. If I could show it like this.
Is it not on the back? Does it not tell you on the back of it? Does it just...
Connecting sentiments, that's the word.
Yeah, I was going to say
Connecting
cutting sentiments, close.
No. So you cut a piece of card, and it won't cut it into 2 pieces, because this bit cuts one bit, then you've got the other, and then they connect with the word celebrate or with love on there. So you're getting those as well. 99 elements in total across 13 different collections. If you're platinum, that's £28 or $36. That's immense. So please, please make sure you top it up. Now, I can't believe I forgot, it's 42 minutes into the show, and I forgot to remind you that at midnight tonight, the deal where you get a free sample pack of our Spectrum Noir pens, 1 Classique, 1 Illustrator and 1 Aqua, will end. No minimum spend. Every single order that goes through today will get a set of those pens thrown in for free. So if you're thinking about it, you think, shall I do it today? Shall I do it tomorrow? Do it today, because you're going to get your free pens as well. So make sure you top up and get your free pens. A few comments, we'll come back with those in a minute, but first we're going to have a quick VT all about Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Pokey tools and paper pads, gilding, wax and stamping mats, scissors, glitter, builder blocks, faux snow fabric, rocker blocks, briars, misters, quilting clips, and die brush tools, precision snips, finger daubers, acetates, stencils, glue guns and templates, Gemini Pro, Julia and the OG, Gemini Go, Mini and the MIDI, tri-blend brush pens, aqua pens and aqua blends, illustrators, classics and tri-blends and color blends and glitter pens and sparkle pens, outliner pens. Fine tip glue applicators, envelope box creators, stamping platforms, boxer boards, the big score and scoreboard, Nina card and craft card, glitter card, matte black card, craft kits, wadding and adhesive sheets, glass mats, guillotines and pen trays, ball tools, dice and zinc trays, mitre tools and binding tools and toe bags, USBs, bone folders and punches, low-tack tape, pin brushes, stamens, mountboard, flower forming foam, outline markers, DVDs, spelled quick Triton pads and CDs, gilding flakes and washi tape, tacky glue, red liner tape, craft and score press, sparkle pots, Centura pan and sticky dots, pigment, ink pads, chunky glue, body bags, all-purpose glue, embossing folders, blending tools, storage folders, much more too. Water reactive ink pads, body bags, craft magnets, year of craft and glue, stick and spray and stick away, dotty tape and split pens, acrylic paint pens, tape pens, watercolor card, rotary cutters, magazines and stamping card, ultimate Pro and the rotating design board, ultimate buzz, compendium, Sarah signature collections, and don't forget discovery kits. Oh, and there's foam pads, think that's it. One final thing, foam on a roll, foam on a roll.
Well, I haven't worked with our Ben off there for ages. So, but I'm with him, I think, when I'm back in next Friday, week tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to seeing Ben. And Liam hasn't been in today. Miss seeing our Liam. He hasn't been in today. Hopefully he'll be in next week as well. Comments we've had. Rhonda says, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Rhonda. And Stephanie says, I think one of my favourite items this year has been the topper pads. Love the topper pads. They are absolutely brilliant. And I was actually looking at something. Oh, no, that was something I was looking at in the library. They are brilliant because they work on so many of your other collections. Maybe you bought some frames or maybe you bought, you know, all sorts of different things. And you can just finish them off with some of those topper pads. Really brilliant. And Stephanie also says, if I were beginning, I would buy all the mystery bags. I mean, yeah. What better way to build up your craft stash than those mystery bags? The pens, the stamps, the dies, all of them, they just all come together absolutely brilliantly. Actually, the last item, what are you looking at next?
Oh,
please?
this is a steal.
A steal?
This is an absolute steal, honestly. If you look at those figures on the screen, all right, it should sell at $29.99
Right.
or $39.99.
Yeah.
Look at that sale price.
Oh my goodness me.
$5.99 or $7.99. Absolutely ridiculous at platinum price.
What's that in a
£4.79
percentage?
or £6.39. This is a multimedia
That's 80%
die.
off.
Sorry?
80% off.
Yeah. Multimedia die. This is your jigsaw die that's been created for cutting not just paper but lots of other materials as well. It actually lists on the, and I don't think this is a, you know, sort of a definitive list. There are other things, but we've got paper, cardstock, corkboard, mount board, craft metal, faux leather, fabric, and I think that is just to list a few. There are other things. You've seen what our Geminis can do as far as the pressure being unrivaled, and again, this is literally what we call, and the fact that it's a multimedia, straight away, the fact that it's a different colour. So you know that it's multimedia. You can see that that extra. And all it means is that the cutting edge is slightly deeper than a normal thin metal die. That means that you can add those extra mediums in and it will just cut through them absolutely fine. There is instructions in there as well, because obviously we need to think about our sandwiches, our plate combination when you're cutting multimedia. All right. So yeah, absolutely stunning. I know our Debbie loves this particular die. So it's 5 by 7 in size and it creates a 24-piece puzzle. So you can actually use your mount board, you can overlay a photograph over the top of it. My biggest tip to you with that would be to let the glue dry before you pass it through your machine. So if I'm using these, I always use it and put the photograph or whatever it is I'm putting on top. It might just be pattern paper on top that I've stamped on. You know, for example, that card that we made earlier with those lovely floral collage stamps, how about making it into a jigsaw for someone? It could be a picture of the grandchildren that you've made into a jigsaw for them to put back together. But yeah, if you're sticking layers together, let it dry. And then I usually the following day, I will pass it through my machine. So absolutely gorgeous, just a really novel idea. But to get that home, you know, even the sale price is good, but at platinum level for less than £5 here in the UK and $6.39 in the States. Just ridiculous, absolute ridiculous. I can't believe that when you look at that sale, that original price. Absolute steal. I think that's one of those that I would put it in my basket anyway. If I'm purchasing something today, get that in your basket. Even if you've got one of those, you can gift it to a friend.
Yeah. And what I love about that one is it's the uniformity. I like the regularity of the shape. Yeah. We do another one, very similar size, where it's not uniform. So if you give it, certain people might struggle a bit more, whereas that one is
this
just that
has got
little
the
bit...
two up, the two across, hasn't it? Two up, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
that
bit easier to put back together, which I do like. So yes, there we go. Oh. There you go. Susie says, I'm thinking about buying 2 more of these dies and can make puzzle gifts even faster. I mean, for that price, wow. I think that's a very valid point, Susie. Very valid point. You are going to be able to prep and go and, you know, like a lovely construction line. And do you know what? I was talking, it was last Christmas. one of the ladies I walk with when I take the dog for a walk, she said, I've bought these brilliant Christmas presents. They're personalised Christmas presents. I said, oh yeah, what have you bought? She said, I've had some jigsaws made out of pictures from the family from years gone by. I said, oh yeah, how much did those cost you? She was like, oh, £40, £45. I was like, ooh. Yeah. There you go, like you say, £6, $8,
crazy,
and you can make multiples, absolute multiples, and you could be selling them. You could offer it out as a service. You could take it to craft fairs. You could have a few made up and say, bring me a picture, I'll turn it into that for you. You know, it's a brilliant, brilliant money-making deal. Okay, so I have got one of our previous iterations of our Crafters Inspiration magazine. So this is the folder system. So this is issue 4. This is when we were doing it in-house. So what you've got in here is you have got your magazine with loads and loads of bits and pieces with it. So we'll look at that in a minute. You've got a couple of stencils in here. Now everybody's going to get those. You've got one, so these are stencils for sort of, I would say, like drawing round to make flags, to make mats and layers. And these are more of like your inky stencils, your paste stencils and things like that. Do them as you want. Then you've got your star. So this is your nesting stars. I have that one out all the time. Has it got them all there? I think, is there one missing? I think there's one missing in there as well. There is another one. I'm looking at that. Yeah, yes, there is. There's one missing in there, so you're getting even more than you can see. You're getting your stamps that sort of go with your animals with attitude. Don't have to have animals with attitude, but if you do, they're going to extend that. Then you've got your paper and card pack. So you've got your papers on here, and you've got all these lovely papers. Oops, there's the little packets. And you've got your toppers as well. And then you have your magazine. Now, Crafters Inspiration, it's all about the inspiration. So you've got everything indexed in here. You've got some projects at the beginning using the things that you have just seen. All of those in there. And then once you've gone through there, you're going to then start looking at some of our other ones. So these are our intricate nesting dies. Maybe you've not got those ones, maybe you've got different ones, but you're going to be able to, you know, mix and match them around. You've got masterclass in colouring just here. all about all the different how to do your hair techniques. Shape shaker cards. Now, one of those mystery bags had shape shaker cards. Did it have we got a demo with that one? Not with that one, but you've got 3 shape shaker cards, and you can take that inspiration and use that one you've got. Some secret garden bits, loads of in here. And like I was saying, paper piecing. Even if you don't make exactly what you see in here, it's going to give you ideas. Balloon bubbles, stamps. Those are in one of the mystery bags. The With Love, wasn't it? Templates. Now, I believe this one as well also comes with, yes, downloadable papers. You've got the path here on where to go for your downloadable papers. That's a lot of stuff, even for $12.99 or $19.95. That is brilliant, brilliant value for money. But because this was part, we've been having all our Black Friday sales and offers on, you're going to get that today. It's another one, $5.99, $9.99. Your platinum price, £4.79 or $7.99. That is for all the papers, the magazine, all the inspiration, the stencils, the dies and the stamps. Absolutely phenomenal. And again, brilliant if you're doing a Secret Santa. If you know their person's into craft, that would be brilliant too. Or just a little gift to somebody who says, I like what you do with your stamping or crafting, I wouldn't know where to start. There you go, bring them that, and then they can start with all those. I can't do that up. But make sure you pick that up today while it's on such a good deal. $4.79 or $7.99. There we go. Ooh, Michelle Knits For You says, good afternoon all, waiting for her pizza. It's Hawaiian chicken. Ooh. 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 Don't know where that one came out of, where that comment came out of, but thank you, Michelle Knits For You. Thank you for sharing that. Really, yeah, we're going to enjoy that pizza in a bit. Thanks.
Right, so now we've come back to Spectrum Noir again here. So this is the collector's edition too. It's our 2023 collector's edition. And you've actually got a selection of pens in here, different pens, and they are absolutely beautiful. There are also some exclusive colours in here. So I'm just going to flip it over and it talks through, talks through all the different types. So we have got a tri-blend, a tricolour marker with antique bronze, silver ingot and gold plate. Yeah, I've got my long distance glasses on and now I'm trying to read. Take them off, Jan, that's why I couldn't read it. Absolutely exclusive. You can only get these in this particular kit. You can't buy these separately. We then go through the rest of the pens. So we've got 2 outline markers, we've got 2 glitter markers, and then we've got 4 of our metallic paint markers. Now there are 2 gold and 2 silver, but they each have the different nibs. So you've got 2 of the wider nibs and 2 of the very narrow nibs. So all this all comes together as a collector's edition, 9 pieces in total. And when you look again at the price there, I'm put my specs back on now so that I can read the screen. We're actually looking at $12.99 or $15.59. So again, that's almost half price there, isn't it? Almost. Yeah. And again, platinum price, £10.39. $12.47. So yeah, these are very, very sought after. The colours in here that you can't buy elsewhere. Obviously the gold and the silver we have in the metallic paint markers, but as I say, the tricolour marker is unique to these particular sets. So any of you that use Spectrum Noir will know what the quality is. They're great as a sort of taster pack, I think, these as well, because if you've not tried the glitter markers, just a couple to try. If you haven't tried the outline markers, rather than buying a whole set of them, it just gives you an opportunity to try them out and see which ones you like before you invest maybe in some of the bigger collections of each one. So yeah, beautiful gift again. And I just think at that price, we often take part, us crafters often take part in crafty Secret Santas and things like that. But just over £10, just over $12, it's an affordable one to put into a gift like that. Absolutely beautiful.
I think anybody that got that would absolutely love it because there's so much versatility. Right, quickly to end this first hour, we have got our pop-out scene craft kit. So this is box number 38. It is going to give you all the tools and equipment you need to be able to make the pop-out scenes, either with the woodland scene or the birthday scene. You're going to get 2 metal dies, 10 stamps, 24 card blanks, 24 envelopes, nice pieces of ribbon, 15 sheets of coloured card, 18 sheets of pattern paper and 100 pearls. You're going to get this for £9.99, that's pounds or dollars. Your platinum price is £7.99, pounds or dollars. Perfect, even if you just want to top up your consumables. You need more card bases, you need more card stock, more pattern paper. This is going to be that perfect price, £7.99. Again, what a lovely, lovely gift. So make sure you pick up that as soon as you can while it's on such a good deal. So there are so many deals available today. Make sure you check out everything you want because they will be disappearing really, really fast. Okay, right, we're now on the last hour of the day. It's our Charlotte's last ever hour. Oh, Charlotte, oh no. Yeah, please make sure you say hello or goodbye to our Charlotte before we disappear. She'd love to get your message. You haven't made it out yet, Charlotte. We can still lock the door. She's saying I've made it. Might not let her go. Might not let her go. Pat says, I have the 2023 collector's edition. It's a great kit to start off with. I like being able to experiment with the different types of pens and markers. That's exactly right. I think that's what you were saying, Jan, isn't it? It's a great kit to try before you buy the bigger sets.
It is like a little taster kit, yeah.
Really
you know,
useful.
you may not want to invest in a whole collection of something, but just being able to try them like that, and like you quite rightly said, having a play with them, see what they do, and then it may be that, for example, out of that kit you really like the glitter markers, so you can then go on and look at what's available in that range. It may be that you find the metallic markers useful, so you could then sort of take them into that line. So yeah, it's a really nice one for just testing out the different styles of markers that we do in the Spectrum Noir range.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you. I love it when you give us your honest opinions of them. And Betty Weaver's in saying hello from Idaho. Well, Betty, where have you been? We're an hour into the show. Now, I've got some pictures to show you of product. Wow, wild flowered collection. Isn't this gorgeous? What a beautiful, beautiful paper pad. Now, this should be £15, $14.99, $19.99, not today. We're going to knock 30% off that, $9.99 or $13.99. You're going to get, from 36 sheets on there, it's 180 GSM and it's all double-sided. So to get that at a platinum price of $7.99 or $11.19 is fantastic. And I've got this pad and it will work with so many collections that you might have. The colour palette is exquisite. It's very gorgeously muted pinks and purples and greens. It's got some beautiful colours in there. So make sure you top up on that. Maybe you've already got the wildflower collection and you were running out of paper, or maybe you just love collecting beautiful paper pads. So yeah, pick that one up while you can. The next thing I want to show you is our 5x7 fab file. And this has got the individual file folders inside. Could they get any more Fs in there? Blimey. Fab file with file folders. Okay, but it is an amazing price. So this is the 5x7 and it is £3.99 or $5.13. Your platinum price is £3.19. $4.10. Perfect for if you want to sort or categorise your stamps, or maybe your die cuts that you've got. You could put dies in on magnetic sheets in the fab file, in the file folders, get them the right way around, and then put die cuts in there with them. Absolutely brilliant way to sort all your crafty stash, because as we always say, you can't use what you can't find. So, but if you thought that was good value, look at this one. This one, it's even better. This is your 8... sorry, I was so shocked by the price. This is your 8x8 fab file, and it's dropped right down to $2.99 or $3.42. You're saving 55%. That made me choke. That made me choke. Your platinum price, £2.39 or $2.74. 8x8. Now remember, with all things Totally Tiffany, if it says 8x8, it's 8x8 plus wriggle room. Nothing is crammed into Totally Tiffany storage. So that's going to come out quite a bit bigger, well, about a little bit bigger, about 3/4 of an inch bigger than your 8x8. Okay, we've got another one. Oh, last one. Now, have you got the desk made? If you have, then we're going to give you can purchase extra storage pods. And this is your medium storage pod if you want that. And you're going to get this today. Again, a 60% saving, $2.99 or $3.72. Your platinum price is £2.39 or $2.98. If you've not got the desk made, don't worry, these will still work. They are still really, really useful storage pods that you can that you can use. There we go. Well, we get so many messages and they go off in random ways. Betty, who's just joined us, who saw that Michelle Knits For You is eating for her Hawaiian chicken pizza, has come in and said, fun fact, did you know a Canadian invented Hawaiian pizza? His name was Sam Panpopoulos, a Greek immigrant who moved to Canada in 1954. Well, I didn't know that, Betty, but I do now. That's, yeah, and making me want a Hawaiian pizza even more. I do love a Hawaiian pizza. I do. Pineapple is meant to be on pizza.
That's one of those open the can moments, isn't it? Should it be there or should it not?
I'm just going to put it out there. Pineapple belongs on a pizza.
Yeah. I don't mind it at all, but some people just can't get their head around it, can they?
No.
Yeah, let's not get into that one.
Yeah.
So, honestly, here we go. Template library. I'm just stopping there. It's like, you wouldn't believe what goes off in our ear, honestly. Like,
they just asked me if you'd have prawns on pizzas. No, no, no.
I thought you said, would you have corn on pizza?
Seafood does not belong on a pizza. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to walk off now and go back to Jan. Sorry, Jan, we digress.
This is what we have to contend with, honestly. So yeah, much sought after. If you haven't come across this yet, honestly, it is worth its weight in gold. And again, I'm just going to point out that saving on there. We're saving £40 or $44. So you're looking at $49.99 or $55 on our sale price. Platinum prices even lower than that, but this is our template library. This was launched. When it was launched, it literally flew out the door and it sold out pretty much instantly. We have got it back. This was the original one, so this is sort of the first instalment, the Violet collection. And if you haven't come across this before, you get the recipe booklet, and we call it a recipe booklet because it's got all the different card styles in here. Just trying to get to that first page. So some of them are 3D, some of them are card styles. This is one of my favourites to use from the template library. It's not an easy one to make without a template, but you get a visual image. You also get the recipe on the back, okay? So it shows you, talks you through how to use the template, how to put it together, and then all you have to do is decorate. So I'm not going to go through the whole caboodle, but just to give a quick flick through here, you can see the different lots and lots of different shapes and sizes, some of them 3D, some of them envelopes, some of them little gift bags. You've got the infinity card in there. Absolutely gorgeous selection of styles. Just going through one or two of them. And that comes along with the actual templates. So a slightly larger book here because we've actually gone up to 12 by 12 with some of the designs. So the first part of it are A4 sheets. And the idea with these is that, for example, if you wanted to make the first one, which was the little milk carton here, it tells us it's number 1. So we then go to our template library and we look at number 1, the milk carton gift box, and these just come straight out of the ring binder. And then you would pop this onto your piece of cardstock. You would draw around the template. Usually I use a retractable pencil for this so that it goes into the grooves nicely. And then you would mark where all your score lines are, and then you would actually cut it out by hand, pop it onto your scoreboard and score it, fold it up, and honestly they are so simple and such a time saver. And these are made of the same as our stencils again. These are made of Mylar, so these are going to last you forever. And then obviously when you've finished with it, I think this is the most satisfying bit.
It is, isn't it?
Actually, it just literally snaps back into place and it's back in there. Now, the larger ones at the back are just because it covers more cardstock. So you can see there you've got that lovely little pillow box here, which will correspond with number 21 on your recipe cards. And it's just a really good go-to. And it saves you sort of working out all the measurements that you may need, whether it's going to fit together, have you wasted your cardstock? It's all done there. All that hard work's been taken out for you. And it's just a lovely collection. There are others in the collection that we've managed to, or that will be coming back, but this is the one that we've put in the sale at the minute. So this is our November Reloaded, $49.99, $55, or that least you'll pay at Platinum is $39.99 or $44. When that normally retails at $89.99 or $99, that is a fantastic saving. If you haven't bought into this system yet, it's an excellent time to actually add it to your collection.
It really is. And I was just looking at the side of me, and we've still got left down here. This isn't something we're going to show now, but now we do your 12 by 12 cardstock.
Yep.
I mean, that is absolutely fantastic. This is just like an essential with that template library. Yep. Because if we didn't have 12 by 12 cardstock, if you looked at things like that pillow box, you'd have to cut it out into 2 halves on your A4 and glue them together. And it's not as stable, is it? It's not as good. So go and have a look at see what 12 by 12 cardstock we've still got on our website. I know a lot of it's sold out, but I think we did black, we did white, and we did craft at one time. I can't find the craft. I keep looking for that. I need to have a look and ask. But there you go. Right, that was a digression. Sorry. Now, we've now got... did you say this is a buy one, get one free? Ooh. Right, so this is Academy of Colour. Didn't think I'd ever be saying buy one, get one free on Academy of Colour. So what you've got is you've got your portraits collection, and you've also got your cute characters. So you're buying your portraits and you're getting your cute characters for free. Anybody that's already joined the Academy of Colour will know how brilliant this is. Because it's buy one, get one free, let's just go straight down to that Platinum price. £39.10, $52.34. If you wanted to buy these for gifts for someone, once you've bought them, you can split them. So just say that is a gift for 2 people at £20 each or $26 each. That is an amazing gift, because what they're going to get is they're going to get the storage box. They are all standalone, so if you haven't had any of the previous or the subsequent Academy colours, it doesn't matter. If you're a collector, you might have wanted them all. These might have been the ones that were missing, but they are totally standalone items, so you don't need any of the others. I love this box. It's got this lovely, do you hear that? Magnetic clasp. Absolutely brilliant. It's been removed from here, but you get a little card attached to the back when yours arrives. It's got a QR code which will take you to the online tutorials. Talk about that in a minute. You're going to get on your divider, you're going to get all of your stamps. These have been drawn and designed specifically for you to learn the techniques that Leanne is going to teach you in the online tutorial. So she's sort of got all the different hair ethnicities of hair, you know, light and dark, where you've got it in that fishtail. This one's to sort of teach you how you do the highlights on a face where the hair might be covering it. You know, lots and lots of different techniques. Then your pen colours are all the colours that you might need for doing portraits and hair and things like this. You've got 6 pens in your alcohol, and you've got 3 pens in your aqua. Each of the pens are double-ended, so these work just like our normal, regular, sort of like your tri-blends, but with 2. So your 2 colours on each end work really well together. With your aquas, you don't have to, because remember, with aquas, you can blend as many colours as you want. So we're just giving you a range of colours that are going to work really, really well for portraits and hair. Once I lift that out, underneath, keeps going, underneath here, you're going to get your alcohol marker card and your watercolour card. So don't forget, as I mentioned, you're also going to get a QR code, which isn't in this box. Somebody has moved that one. So once you get the QR code, you will then go on to the website, where you have got a good 2 hours worth of pre-recorded tutorials from our Leanne that you can watch time and time again at your own pace, rewind, watch it however you want. I have to admit, if I get these, I watch it the first time, sorry, just watch it, just sit and watch it. Don't make any notes, don't take any comments, don't try, just watch what she does. Then I'll watch it again with my kit in front of me and try and craft along. So that was the portrait. And you've got cute characters as well. So it works on exactly the same format. That's a tight. This is a bit tighter. I don't know if I can get that. Oh, I can. There we go. There we are. So this is the cute characters, and in there it's going to work on the same format. I wonder if this is for. There you go. Look, QR code on the back. There you go. I'm going to stick that on there. Then you've still got your 6 alcohol pens, your 3 of your watercolours. So 6 colours on there, 12 colours on there. Absolutely perfect. I think this is a brand new one. Then you've got your divider for your folder with all your cute character stamps and your sentiments so you can complete your projects. You've got, that's off the back of there. You've got your water, this is definitely brand new, watercolour card under here and alcohol marker card as well. So, you know, whatever you want to craft along, all you're going to need to complete the tutorials that our Leanne teaches you is an alcohol-proof ink pad and a waterproof ink pad as well. And again, the tutorials are all pre-recorded, so you're going to be able to learn how to do things like your fur, your different techniques, how to make her wings look gorgeous, you know, all the techniques that you might need for that cute characters. So yeah, make sure you pick that up. And the fact that you're getting them today on buy one, get one free. Your platinum price, £39.10p, $52.34 for, sorry, for both of them. I think it's good. We've only got 40.
Bless you. Honestly, I don't know what's going on today. I think it's just the dry atmosphere. It's affected us both today. So we'll let our Corrine get a drink and we're going to move on. So we've got now the global Crafters Inspiration magazine. So this moved away from us doing in-house to actually having someone help us do this. So it's different to the one that Corrine had on. Crafters Inspiration Global Magazine, issue number 4. 91 elements included to get you crafting tonight, it says there from our Sarah. And lots of inspiration on here. But then when we have a look inside, so we've moved away from the folder back to the box with this one. We've got our magazine. And then we've got our gifts as well. So this is the way that Sarah sort of uses some of her budget to actually allow you to try some of the products and see whether you sort of like embossing, whether you like die cutting, you know, whether you like stamping. But these are absolute gorgeous if you love our Wild at Heart collection. You can see here that these have been done to complement. Now there's no repeats, so if you have the collection, it's not going to be a case of, oh well, I've already got it. These are to enhance that collection. So you have got Wild at Heart 15 centimetre by 15 centimetre stencil, okay, with that lovely different animal print on there. We've also got the embossing folder there, absolutely gorgeous. Same size. You've got a set of stamps in there with those lovely little perfume bottles. You've got the lipstick on there, the little mirror, along with several different sentiments in there. And then you've got a little metal die with the heart, and this actually cuts that lovely animal print out of the detail that you're working with. So all those to complement, along with our magazine that is just crammed full of inspiration. And in the middle of here, if I just go straight to the middle first, you can see that there's a whole selection of the papers and toppers that will actually complement that lovely Wild at Heart. So you can just see here, you've got all those in that A4 size, along with several toppers and sentiments. If you want to make quick cards where you're just cutting the elements out, absolutely gorgeous. If you don't want these, I mean, just look at the reverse of that. That's actually got that lovely pink hue to it there. You know, so if you're not into using the toppers and things, you've still got colour on the back of it, and then they're repeated again through the other side, back to a different colourway with the sentiments. So all that alone comes as additional gifts with the magazine. So again, I'm just going to flick through one or two, and I have got some samples to show you as well. So again, all the details in here give you the imagery, they give you a shopping list of what you're going to need in order to make the project. It gives you sort of step-by-step details, and again, you know, so much different inspiration. And the beauty of these is there is no advertising in these magazines other than the odd page about our own products. So I've bought many craft magazines before, and I've been part way through it, and you've got full A4 pages of adverts in there, which is just taking up space. But if I flick through here, you can see that it is all detailed stuff apart from our own products in there. And just to give you a few ideas with samples, you can just see here we've got that lovely embossing folder in play that I showed you. So you can see this one here, and we've just used that with some pink. That's the letterpress technique that's pushed the pink into the background there. So the world is your catwalk. We've got some of that imagery along with the papers there. So you've got the little perfume bottles and the lipstick with that one little bit of shaker design behind it. We have got, again, that's that die. So the little metal die that I showed you here, one of those gifts in there, cuts out the shape here, and then you've got the perfume bottle. We've used that in the background as well to make some background paper. And then again, you've got just using those different elements. So we've used that die in a slightly different way here, but letting the papers do the talking. Leanne talks about this a lot. We sometimes overlook paper pads and think that they're background papers, but just let the papers do the talking. That is absolutely lovely. It really is. Just showcasing all the different papers, just adding the little bit of die cut and a sentiment as a bit of interest in there. And then we've actually got also, just flick through here, I saw this one in here. You can see Cozy Cottages here. So again, it talks you through the opportunity to make cards that actually come in the shape of the cottage. So again, you've got all the instructions on how to make these sort of little shaped cards there, and just something different. You know, all the little window boxes, you've got all the window frames, the brickwork and everything in there to be able to go along with this. So it just shows you here. Let me just have a look. Is that a template in that one? Sometimes there are templates in here.
Downloadable, but it's for the projects at the back. The SVG cutting files.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it in the front bit
No, sorry,
here?
the very back project, the very last project. Those, yeah, they come with SVG cutting files.
No, it's the little cottage.
Oh, the cottages, they're die sets. They're die sets we launched.
So it is a separate die. That one doesn't
Yeah.
come with the magazine.
No.
Right, I'm with you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Cozy Country Cottage die set. So it's just giving you inspiration with a different set, yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. So all of that, you know, we've got all of this going on with all those papers inside as well. You can see all this going on here. And we're looking at $14.99 or $19.99. Platinum price at the bottom there, $11.99 or $15.99, and 50 bonus points as part of your Club Inspire. So you'll get your normal points for your spend plus an extra 50 on top of that to actually cover that lovely Global Crafters Inspiration magazine issue 4.
Yeah, lots of love for that actually. Patricia's saying, I can't wait to get this magazine. And Susie says, I just love the heart dies in this magazine that goes with the Wild at Heart collection. And that's what Jan was saying. This is an extension of the Wild at Heart collection, but it works independently. So if you haven't already got the, if you haven't actually got the Wild at Heart collection, then you can get that as well. Right, are we doing a break or are we going to the Kingfisher next? We're going to the Kingfisher. Right, now, if my voice gives out on me again, I've managed to keep it going all day, but it's really struggling now. So I'll try, because this is a big collection. By the way, Deborah Spencer says, Jan, you are looking absolutely marvellous.
Thank you
There
very
go.
much.
Yes.
I've got my big shirt on
I'm
today.
going to say it's about time you stopped hiding underneath all those larger clothes.
I know, I need to get some new clothes, but I love this top. I love I bought it especially the raspberry colour, but yeah, it's like...
It's for a Jan and a half.
There's room for me and Corrine in it, isn't there? Honestly, I need to sort of like put a pin behind it and pin it back.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Yeah, totally different.
We'll get
Thank
you a bulldog
guys.
clip and clip it behind. Okay, right, Kingfisher collection. Now, what I'm going to show you now is a showstopper collection. Yes, it's a considered purchase, but this is the most beautiful, beautiful collection. If you look at this and think, no, I'm not after the full collection, please go onto the website and have a look. And there are smaller collections. Obviously, there are individuals, but then there's paper collections, there's essential collections, there's embellishments. So you can pick and choose which you want. But I'm going to show you everything to begin with, and then you can work from there, because that's the easiest way to start. But I mean, when I show you, you've got 19 different elements in here for a platinum price of £116 or $159.20, then you are going to be blown away by how much you're actually going to get. You're going to get a 2D embossing folder called By the River, which is absolutely gorgeous. Again, I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to work with the Kingfisher, it's going to work with your hummingbird, it's going to work with your butterfly, not butterflies, dragonfly collection, all those collections, or lots of different collections as well. You're going to make arches and through there, maybe you've got different ones that give you sort of doorways and things that you can now create behind there. So that's the By the River embossing folder. I love these. These are your nature silhouette stamps. So you get these and you can see on here, and I'll show you some samples. But if you do some sort of wash background, you've seen our Sheena do all those gorgeous washes, those draw the lines. These are the sorts of embellishment stamps that are going to complete those perfectly. This one is amazing. Now I've got this collection down at Hobbymaker on Saturday, or is it next week? I can't remember. But I was prepping a demo yesterday with this. This is a creator card. I ran this through in white, I ran it through in yellow, and I'd got my card virtually finished. So quick and easy, and I love the fact that his wing lifts. So that's your creator card as in flight. Now, this one is called Halcyon Days. I'm going to show you a finished sample with this in a minute, and it's one of my all-time ever favourite finished samples. I'll show you that. That's a 3D embossing folder. Remember we were talking about 3D embossing folders? So that means that you've got emboss that's slight, emboss that's sort of middle height, and an emboss that's really, really raised. So you've got all those different heights. You can feel the difference straight away. You know it's 3D. You've got your River Reeds, which is a stamp set and stamp and die set. So you're going to be able to, I would recommend with these because they're solid, cut the cardstock first and then stamp. I didn't do that at first. I tried to stamp and then cut, and it's really hard to do because they're solid dies, so you can't see how to line them up. So my tip for you is when they're solid like this, always die cut first. You've got some gorgeous all-occasion sentiments, celebrate your day on your special day, birthday wishes, thinking of you, just to name a few. I think you've got about 10 different sentiments on there. You've got your Blue Lightning, gorgeous Kingfisher. I think it's my favourite bird that we get here in the UK. Absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't believe it when I went to France last year, and we had them flying around where we were canoeing. Yeah. They were just flying around. There were so many of them. Absolutely gorgeous. Flying Gem is your next one. He's beautiful. This is Crafter's Companion. So we're going to give you an edgeable. You're always going to have an edgeable border stamp. So this is Blossoming Floral. That is absolutely beautiful. And again, another one if you want a paper piece. Now, I am a sucker for a wreath, and this is your entwined wreath. You are going to use that so much. You're going to use that on Christmas. You're going to use it on the Kingfisher. You're going to use it on lots and lots of different collections. Gorgeous. Then, turn it that way around, you can't see, so I'm going to keep it that way around. This is your beautiful Blossom stencils. So what you're going to do is you're going to layer up your stencil. You can start with the largest one, do your paler colour. Then you're going to work your colours up till you get to the 5th one. And that's going to create this gorgeous layered image. Yes, you can get them in stamps sometimes, but we're going to give it you in stencils because it's really, really easy to work with. So that's a lovely way to do that. Then, this really, really exciting part of this collection. That's exciting to me, but this is even better. This is your paper pad elements. So you've got a 12 by 12 paper pad, 180 GSM, and you're getting 37 sheets in here. We normally do 36, you're getting 37 because you've got an extra bonus at the back. But just look at the colour palette. All double-sided papers. I think this one might have been cut into, so if you don't see 3 of each, I apologise, you will get 3 of each. But look at that colour palette. The pinks, the greens. Look at this. It's like it's illuminated, isn't it, when it just flies out of the water. Absolutely beautiful. The Kingfisher appears in there on all of the images, but that colour palette is so rich. And then your 37th sheet is this sheet of sentiments. So cut that down, get your paper trimmer out, get it cut down, and make sure you use all of those. If you've got a 12 by 12, you know what's coming next. You've got a 6 by 6, as we said, compacted down. So you get in all those, including at the very back, a smaller sheet of your sentiments. You've got 24 sheets of vellum, 150 GSM. So for vellum, that is really good weight. Again, designs that are all going to complement that 12 by 12 paper pad. 24 sheets of 6 designs, 4 of each. And the final paper element is your linen cardstock. Like I said, I was cutting this yesterday. I cut that lovely credit card out of this yellow. Beautiful, cuts like a dream. So you're going to get 6 colourways, 24 sheets, so that's 4 of each, A4 in size. Then, we keep going. I told you, it is value for money, it's phenomenal. You're going to get your feathers in those beautiful colours. You're going to get your binding, seam binding ribbons, and then you're going to get your 3 aqua pens, your tricolour aquas. I'm going to show you the colours on here because it's the easiest way to see. Now remember, these are aqua pens. They're different to alcohol pens, obviously, because they're aqua-based, water-based, but with having these range of colours, or this range of colours, you have now got an finite number of colours that you can make. You can mix the colours. There's no brown on there. I was colouring brown with these yesterday. I was using a bit of magenta, a bit of orange. I'm diluting it down with the sunflower. Do you know what I mean? You mix and match them around. You can make whatever colour you want. I can't see purple, but I'm just going to take crimson and navy. Straight away, I've got purple. Works so, so well. You're going to get all of that. That is a lot. For £145 or $199. But like I say, your platinum price is going to drop to £116 or $159.20. I'm going to show you a couple of cards. Look, our Lily made that one. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. So is that one. Your Kingfisher there on that. Stunning. That creator card. Oh, this one's a shaker. It's got shaker elements behind that creator card. Coloured in, I don't know what pens that's coloured in. That's some sort of metallic markers. Gorgeous. Stencil over an inky background. And then I had to show you this one. I think it's my favourite sample ever. Ever, ever, ever. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous.
That would look gorgeous in a frame, wouldn't it?
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's a piece of art. It's 3D embossing folder coloured with the aqua pens. Absolutely beautiful. There we go. Vanessa says, Corrine is not kidding. This is a beautiful collection. I love mine. Brilliant. Betty Weaver says, Jan, you just need a nice belt with that shirt as the colour is perfect for you. There we go. And Patricia Powell says, I love this collection. Was only able to get the paper after buying 3 other mega collections since September. I will pick up the rest piecemeal. That is absolutely perfect. There we go. Oh, New Expressions by Candy says, that's an awesome deal for the Academy of Colours. I can't believe you get them both for that price. You certainly do. You certainly do. There you go. Okay, Jan, you're going to show us how to use this.
I am, and funnily enough, I've actually got that creator card die. I think along the same lines, Corrine. So yeah, I was actually working on this one very late last night because I was very quickly running out of time, and I thought, right, I've not used the creator card out of this collection yet, and I just wanted to show you how beautifully it cut. So all I've done is chosen 3 elements along with some of the paper and the vellum and the linen cardstock as my backing layer. So I've gone for that lovely creator card, 5.5-inch square in flight, and this comes as a cut-in element, and it also has the framework to cut it out if you want it as a topper. I've gone for one of the sentiments, and I've literally just stamped the birthday wishes out ready, along with the Jan gems. It has to have the gems on there, so these are just out of my stash. And then I've also used a piece of the seam binding. I mean, the colours, just look at those. They're absolutely stunning. So you've got that beautiful teal, which is what I've made my ribbon out of there to go on the design. You've also got that deeper blue and then the beautiful cerise pink. So absolutely gorgeous. So you get all three colours and you get 1 metre of each of those on there. So those were the elements that I've chosen out of the collection. Done a little bit of prep ahead of time, but I wanted to cut this one, and I'm actually going to cut it into glitter card again. I just want to show the quality of the dies if you're not familiar with our metal work. So again, you get that external layer, which can either be a matte layer or you can use it to cut out your frame. So this one doesn't have an external cutting edge on the outside of the die. You can see where it stops, where the elements that are anchored from the die can actually fit round the frame. Now, the cutting it this way means that you're getting a set size, and it's just under 5.5 inches for the square. Now, I wanted mine slightly bigger than that, so what I did was cut my cardstock to size, and I'm going to cut this into the card so that it leaves a slightly bigger frame. If I added this one to it, it's going to bring it very close to the edge of the design, and just for what I was doing, I wanted it that wee bit bigger. So I am literally going to centre it in the middle of here, and I'm going to tape it down, and we're going to pass this through the Gemini. And again, I'm going to use that metal shim because I'm cutting a glitter card here and it's got that coating on it. So again, get that tape down. I've got my plates at the ready with the metal plate, and we're going to cut against that metal plate. So metal down through the cardstock into metal, and then you've got the rest of your plates on top. So I've got my frosted, my magnetic, I can see a rogue piece of, oh, it's on the other side, it was static then. Okay, and then the magnetic and the top plate, all on together. Oops. And then we're going to pass this through the Gemini, okay? So one pass through there should cut through that beautiful glitter card without any trouble whatsoever.
That's impressive, glitter card on that detail.
Yeah, and this is what I wanted to show you, as I say, the quality of the dies now. And if you're using a Gemini, you'll know that that pressure is unrivaled, but they will work in any machine. You just need to use your combination of plates, and if you have a metal shim with it, I would recommend it for any coated cardstock, not just the glitter card. So let's have a little look on the back there. We should be able to see all that gorgeous design there, and it never ever lets me down. If I tilt that there, you can just see where that's gone all the way through. Absolutely beautiful. I can see the whole design as if it's been etched on there with a pencil. Our Charlotte's coming in for one of the very last times. Oh, there she goes, look, absolutely gorgeous. You can see that design. So what we're going to do then is, this comes off quite easy with the glitter card. Just take the tape away. And then again, be really careful. There are lots of intricate detail in there, including the wing of the Kingfisher there that's loose. So I tend to turn it over and remove it from the back, and you can see that the majority of the pieces, the die is pretty much clean, but it has cut through.
Looks like you've not done anything, doesn't it?
I know, and again, it's a case of, it's almost, I referred to this earlier, it's almost like when you have something that's perforated. You know, you think, oh, it's not cut properly, but it has. You just have to break that connection between the cardstock and that glitter surface.
Yeah, you're not ripping that out, are you?
No, not at all. All I'm doing is just literally freeing it from itself, kind of thing.
And do you find it gets better if you do it front to back rather than back to front?
Either will work.
Yeah.
Either, yeah. So again, it does take a little while to just go through and pop all those pieces out, but I'm going to go right in the centre. You know, these little tiny pieces that, if anything, it used to be when we were using the old hand cranked machines, the centre was the bit that didn't cut.
Yeah.
You know, so just to prove, all the way through here, right through the centre of the die, you've got those lovely pieces all cut. It's just a case of freeing them all out of place there. So yeah, I could go through this. I could spend the next 20 minutes or so just popping it out. But as always, we've got one that's already done. So you get the idea here. And just take a couple of pieces out of this side. Here we go, look, and just all the little floral pieces in there. You've got those lovely thin pieces that want to come out, but they're all cut. That's the point I wanted to make. Even in the glitter card, they've all cut through. So I'm not going to spend an age just popping it all out, because I have got one that I've already done. And what I've done is I've taken a piece of the blue card from the linen card pack, and I've taken a piece of the vellum as well. And this is what we ended up with. So it's that same glitter card, that turquoise glitter card, and then what I've done is I didn't run a whole piece of pink through. I just cut a couple of scraps that were big enough to cover the two floral elements in here. There's two little flowers at the bottom. Just covered those over and passed it through again with my metal shim, and I've just paper pieced the two flowers just to get those as a, you know, sort of an extra focal point in there. Now this one's flat because it's been in my bag, but if we just release here, you can see that that wing is actually cut out there. So again, you can pick this up, you can shape it so that it comes away from the card, and you've got that beautiful design in there. So yeah, it's the blue card, the blue linen card. It's a piece of the vellum behind it, which has just been stuck down because it's a pattern vellum. I've stuck it down with my dotty tape pen round the edge, and then I've used that framework to cover it, and then we've got that beautiful sort of movement in there with the wing. And I'm actually going to pop this on top of a gift box. So I've done a little bit of work just matting and layering the scraps that were left over to do the edges, and then this one's going to go in the centre here before we pop it together.
Doesn't that look effective on craft card?
Oh, I love the turquoise. Pink and craft card and turquoise and craft card I just think look really, really good. And also I like white heat embossing, looks nice on craft card. So you know, if you stamped and heat embossed, it looks lovely in the white. They make nice Christmas cards, craft card background, and then the white, you know, sort of white embossed areas over, heat embossed areas over the top. So again, we're back in with the collal all-purpose. The craft card is very fibrous, so I do tend to put quite a generous coating of my collal on there. And then this one's going to go, it's a 6 by 6 inch box, and then I've cut this just slightly less to fit on the top there. Give that a press down, just give that a second. I've popped the base together, and this is the same paper as the piece of vellum that's underneath. So this is from the 6 by 6 paper pad, and then I've got the matching vellum, and most of it's covered up, but I just wanted something behind it that sort of echoed the theme. So I've got the paper inside the box and the vellum besides here, and then all I'm going to do is use my tape pen on the glue tabs here and just add some of the double-sided tape. And we are still using up our original tape pens. We have got the new ones in the building.
I think the original ones might carry on. I don't think they will disappear.
Yeah. And again, this is just going to go together now to create the lid of the box. Okay. Just go around the edges, and then all I tend to do is just take my bone folder in there and give it a good burnish. Make sure that the glue's adhered properly. As I say, the craft card can be, it's quite a fibrous cardstock, so you want to make sure that it's adhered nicely, especially if you're gifting something. The last thing you want is the box popping open. So just give it a really good burnish, make sure it's stuck down. And then we've got our base, so just make sure my little birdies are going the right way. That one's going to go over the top. And then I've got my sentiment, just popped a couple of foam pads on the back. You know what comes next because it's going on the glitter card, and because Jan can't do it without adding extra glue. It's not that I don't trust the pads, it's just for longevity there. And the least decoration was up in this top corner. So like, oh, which bit do I cover up? So I'm going to go right up in the top corner here with that one. And then I'm going to do the same. Now normally I would use my hot glue here, but I turned the glue gun off at the last show and I forgot to put it back on. So we'll just use a little bit of the double-sided tape and pop that ribbon. And that's the seam binding from the actual collection. Let me just give that a press from the back, and that should do the job as well. So yeah, beautiful gift box there. You've got that element of movement. If you wanted to cut it a second time, it would look really nice with sort of the vellum wing as well, being able to sort of free move on there. Just absolutely gorgeous. A few gems on there. It has to have gems on if it's a Jan project. And whoops, you can just see.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, now that's the only card you've made today in this show.
Yes.
So we can skip demo of the show
Yep.
and go, sorry, I just went off soon, to demo of the day. So we've got 3, and then I've got a question for you. By the way, Susie says, wow, that is stunning, Nana Jan. So our first card, number 1, is here with the confetti borders. So we've got that one there, and that's number 1. Number 2 is the cheers to you. And number 3, if you could just lift it up, please, Jan, is the Kingfisher box. Is it alive?
Stand up, this one, it's alive, yeah.
There we go. So that's number 3. So if you can vote 1, 2 or 3, Susie will count them up. We're going to take a quick break, then we can come back with the question and we can finish off because there'll be about 10 minutes left. That's probably about it. Again, it's flown past. Thank you for joining us. Please watch Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to show you how to check out Crafters TV on our sparkling new website, including how to watch live, catch up with previous shows, and how to view the latest schedules. So, let's get started. First, go to the Crafters Companion homepage. Select the correct location at the top of the page. Click the Crafters TV icon on the top right-hand side of your screen. To watch the show live on the website, click the Watch Now button in the middle of your screen. You'll be taken to the relevant show page where you can watch the show, shop the show, and shop the day at your leisure. To view the Crafters TV schedule, click the View Our Schedule button in the middle of your screen. You'll be taken to the TV schedule where you can browse each date plus all of the shows that are on that day. You can then click on each show to be taken to a page where you can watch and shop the show. If you want to catch up on a previous show, hit the Catch Up button on the purple Crafters TV bar. Then, you can scroll down to see all of the previous Crafters TV shows from recent days. If you're looking for something specific, you can click the Craft Expert, Craft Area, Shows and Date filters just above the list of shows. Take a moment to browse until you see the show you want to catch up on, then click onto the show. You'll then be taken to the catch-up page where you're free to watch the show and check out all of the crafty goodies on our Shop the Show and Shop the Day pages. Enjoy!
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Our craft experts come from all over the UK to HQ up in the northeast, and here they are telling you a little bit about where they're from and what it's famous for.
So I'm from a beautiful town called Carnoustie. So many people may recognise the town as a golfing town, famous golfing town. We get lots of big golfing events. I can't say that I'm a golfer myself, but we do get a lot of the celebs, golfers, musicians, actors, all of these turning up at the town. For those that aren't into golfing, what I would tend to say is it's sandwiched in between Arbroath and Dundee, so we are quite far up. I love my town, I love where I am now. However, I will say one of the main things that I miss about my hometown, apart from my family and friends, of course, have to say that, otherwise they're going to watch this and be like, where's our mention? It is, of course, the beach. You know, we're right on the River Tay. We've got the gorgeous beach, the sand and the sea. It's absolutely beautiful. It's the one thing that I always make a beeline for as soon as I arrive back home for a little visit.
I was brought up in Colnbrick, which is a little village near Slough, so it's not very exciting, but we do have the 3rd oldest pub in the whole of the UK there, and it's where the Cox's Pippin apple was first invented or first discovered. But I moved to Chiswick in West London about 25 years ago, and I've lived there ever since, and I love it. It's full of, I wouldn't necessarily say celebrities, but TV stars, so it's quite good for celebrity spotting when you're having a cocktail on the high road.
Hello and welcome back. Right, we've got about 10 minutes left and that is the end of today. Wow, that is just stunning, says Susie. About the box, beautiful, love the colours, says Pat. Love boxes, gorgeous, says Michelle. Knits, beautiful box, Jan. Thank you, says Lynn Morton. So guess what? Guess what? Demo of the day goes to number 3. I thought it would. I thought it would. These are beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. We'll keep these, we'll pass those on. But demo of the day is number 3. Thank you to all of you that voted for that. There you go. Right, I'm going to show you this one last time. For today is the 4 remaining elements from what was our Black Friday mega deal thing. So, first of all, you've seen our Jan colouring in with these gorgeous, gorgeous jewel marker pens, 100 jewel marker pens. The colour range on these is absolutely fantastic. They should be £50 or $60. If you are platinum, you are going to be paying £27.99, $33.59. 100 water-based marker pens. So that is absolutely fantastic if you want to get those. As I say, $27.99, $33.59. Then we have, am I doing the tape pens or is our Jan doing these? This is what I'm trying to hear you saying. Oh, okay. We've got our tape pens. So these are our refill glue pens on here. So what you've got in here is you've got 2 pens that are ready to go. You've got a dotty tape pen and a regular tape pen. I love that the colours are a bit different. Then those break apart when they're used and then you can pop your refill in. So you're going to get, oh, I've taken off my little bit off this one. It's come off my little case. So this piece comes off and then they pop apart just like that. This bit would be used, would be empty. You're getting 30 metres on each one. You get a new refill, put it back into this case just here, just like that, clips together. Then you get this piece on. You've got a little notch, clips into that hole, and then they clip together like that. If I clip that one, yeah, that clipped in, there you go. And then you're good to go. You've got a guard over the tape so that it doesn't get dusty, and away they go. So you're going to get 1 of each of the pens ready to go, and then 5 of refills for each one. $34.99, $48.99. Your platinum price is $27.99 or $39.19. Sorry about that again. And then the final 2 elements that were in the bundle that aren't now are our paper trimmer. It's going to cut. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Really. Oh, my voice is just about giving up for tonight. It's 12 by 14¼ inches when you open out the arm. It's a V-blade trimmer. So I will show you some spare blades in a minute. You're saving 30% on the normal price. These only launched just over a week ago. You're going to get this today, $13.99 or $17.46. Your platinum price, $11.19 or $13.97. I promise you, once you've started with this, you will be using it all the time. Remember, it's a paper trimmer. It's not really a card or anything thicker trimmer. It is for your papers. As I also mentioned, it's a V-blade trimmer. So we've also got available for you the double pack of replacement blades for $3.99 or $5.95. Your platinum price, $3.19 $4.76. Make sure you pick up an extra a pack at least of those so that you know that when your blades run out. But honestly, your paper trimmer for cutting down your card, for gutting out the centres, creating frames, everything, it folds down to 12 inches by just over 3 inches, so you're going to be able to pop it into your craft bag, into your craft totes, and take it on the go with you. There we go. Oh, yes, I had a question. I nearly forgot about the question. It came from Your Expressions by Candy. Jan, Candy is saying, what is the best stamp? What ink is best to stamp on Centura Pearl? Because she wants to heat emboss a sentiment on the Centura Pearl.
Every time. If you heat embossing, then you want the watermark, the sticky ink. And I was just going to say, on a sort of shiny surface, obviously the water-based inks are just going to sit on top of it. So my advice would have been to heat emboss. But yeah, the actual watermark is just a sticky ink pad. This one's very, very grubby. It should be clear, but obviously it's had a bit of love while it's been here. But this is just a sticky ink which will attract the embossing powder. So use your anti-static bag first to make sure there's no static. Stamp with this one and then either add your gold powder or whatever it is that you've got there. It's the best way of getting that powder to stick.
Use a coloured powder and a clear ink.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Stephanie Theodore says she bought the markers for her granddaughter for Christmas. There you go. Then ordered a second set of markers to stay at Grandma's when she or the others visit. Yep, these are not what I'd call kiddie pens, but they are brilliant for the children to use. They're non-toxic, they're really, really safe. And if the children use your really expensive aqua markers or alcohol pens, makes you go, ooh, then maybe this is the way to go like that. Right, we've only got a couple of minutes. Jan, you've got something you can quickly show us?
Oh, well, I'm not sure about quick. We've picked one of the biggest collections and saved it while last. So, yeah, I will try my best. He's laughing away in there. So we've actually got Sheena's Bella Luna collection. So we brought this to you, and honestly, this is absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to pop the goggles on so I can read you the details, and then I have to take them off again because I can't see close up. So 11-piece collection. Now I just need to work out which bits. I think it's mainly the dies and the embossing folders and things, isn't it? It's not the additional elements on that one. Okay, so £80, $99, or platinum price £64, $79.20. So again, considered purchase, but when you see what's in here and the way that Sheena sort of puts all the components together allows you to create some of those designs like she does when she's showing you her demos. So we've got a stencil at the beginning that's a landscape builder. So you can see there you've got lots of different elements to create things like your ocean waves, your clouds, you've got your hills, you've got the grasses, the tree and the moon. So those are all really, really important features when you start building those scenes. There is also an embossing folder in there from dusk till dawn. So again, 2D embossing folder. We have got loads of stamp sets. So I'm back on Monday here at CTV, and I think we've got this on the show, so I'll be able to do a demo for you with it just then. So Magical Moonlight. You can just see, and I think I've used this one in one of the demos, just to create that little scene. We've also got Wish Upon a Star, absolutely gorgeous. I think that would be lovely for like an anniversary or something like that. And then we've got, just get all these together, the Floral Crescent, so absolutely gorgeous. So stamp and die set. We've got Full Moon, really useful one. The Crescent Moon there. And that's got that lovely sort of little vine that will wrap round it. Dolphin Dreams, and I'll show you how some of these have been used in a second. The Hare's Tail, Call of the Wild, and we've got the Moon. I think it's supposed to be a swing. I can't read the last bit on there.
No.
Moon gazing, is it? Is that what I couldn't read the back of it. Moon gazing, yeah? So the little girl on the swing. So I'll just very, very quickly show you a few of the samples because I think this brings it into context there. So you can see the little hares, just using one of the papers from the collection. That one's the wolf on the embossing folder. Just stunning, stunning collections. That's that moon die with the scene stamped behind it. You can see the moon die there with the couple behind it. Inky backgrounds galore with the dolphins. Absolutely gorgeous. That lovely wolf howling at the moon. And then again, really sort of cosmic with the little dolphins in there. Stunning, stunning collection. I can't wait to bring this one back on Monday. I really can't.
It really is absolutely gorgeous. And Pat agrees. She says, I love my Bella Luna collection too. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous. If you are inspired by that, then please, please tune back in on Monday when Jan is back and she's going to show you lots and lots of wonderful inspiration with that. Now, we have run out of time again. These shows have absolutely, they've just gone like this today.
Have, yeah.
I know we always say that, but today they really, really have flown. Now, I'm not going to be back till a week tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be cough-free by the time we do that. Jan will be back on Monday, so please tune in. There's loads of fun going off over the weekend. Tomorrow, I know it's Sarah and Ben, and then Craig and Ben for the rest of the day. Becky and Debbie are in all weekend. Then it'll be back round to Jan. So it goes so fast. Please join them. Loads of amazing deals. It's December tomorrow. Oh my goodness me, I can't believe that. So we're all going to be Christmas-fied from tomorrow. So please come and join us. You know where we are, Crafters TV. So much fun and loads of crafty inspiration for you. So until then, me on Friday, everyone else tomorrow. Please have a good night and we'll see you soon.